Hi, this is my master cylinder from my Series 1 80-inch Land Rover. I've taken it off because the seal at this end was leaking, and so I've cleaned it all, painted it, and now what I'm intending to do is to reassemble the master cylinder using the Girling parts, the repair parts. So I've cleaned all the different parts up, the moving parts, and now it's just about reassembling everything back together. So I'll start with either end really. At this end, obviously, we'll go in. This bit goes into here, so this bit will seal into there, and then with that, then this is a lock washer which goes over this part here. So that's there. This then will sit into there and will eventually go up inside the master cylinder and act as the counterforce pushing against this piece which fastens to the pedal. This is a small washer which sits in the bottom of here like this. I'm just going to lubricate the parts as I reassemble them, so I'm going to use this grease which came with the parts. There's probably a much cleaner way than using your finger, but they're the ones that are attached to me, so are easier to use. So I'll just put a smear onto here. Sorry, I'll just put a smear onto here. And then put the end seal onto the plunger. It's a tight fit, but it needs to be, because it needs to be a good seal. Like that. There we go. That's in place. And sits fine. There we go. I'm just going to put some of this down the length of the plunger so that it can there we go. So then put this into the shaft like that. There we go. This then goes into here and should sit down over the top like that. Okay, so now we have a seal in this end and a seal on the end of the plunger. At this end, the plunger then gets pushed in. This will go on there, and the fun will be trying to get this into the groove, which is just at the top of the, just inside here. So I'll show you that. So there's a groove just inside there. And this clip needs to sit just inside it. Right, I'm just going to try and get this clip to sit squarely in here. So there we go, that's much better. So that goes in there, and it's sat just inside the lip there, so that's good. And then if we push this back, that then will sit on there. Just like that. So there is that play there. So if we now fit the spring down into there, and we fasten this into the end, just making sure that it's holding it right, it's square. There we go. That's now screwing into there. Once it's tightened and everything, I'll knock over the 2 lock tabs to make sure that it doesn't turn round. That's there. And then on this end, this boot now sits over there and fits onto the end. So I'll just carefully get the dust cover to sit over there. Having covered my hands in rubber grease, I'm just going to use a screwdriver to carefully ease it over. The last thing I'd like to do, there we go, that's going over, and just twist it so that it sits square, like that. Okay, so there we are, one Girling master cylinder with renewed seals.